Look, where's it been put? I can't find my French anywhere. It was on the table last night.
Don't bother your father. You know he's in cabinet this afternoon.
You shouldn't be my French unless you tell me where you're putting it.
Don't worry, you found it now. I'll walk you both to the corner. Daddy's car will be here in a moment.
Today, in theory, be spared, as MPs turn their attentions to other matters.
Come on, Henry.
Hey. Bye-bye. Be good. Work hard. Don't damage anyone with those hockey sticks.
Expected a car, Billy, so you go on the train. Always safer on the train. Sloane Square to Baker Street, then Bakerloo to Watford.
Yes. Yes, I quite understand your feelings, Prime Minister. Your feelings are shared by all of us.
Don't speak to any bugger that you can help. Don't show them your voice.
I can only repeat that information is very sparse at this stage. I'll be with you in 15 minutes, Prime Minister. Assistant Commissioner Crime, please.
It's 35 minutes from Baker Street to Watford.
Why Danby? Why the Minister for Social Security? Last job's the green light. Number 2 in Belfast up to 7 months ago. Should have had personal protection, but he turned it down. Refused it. Was responsible for long cash.
They might have got round to staking the end of the line, and it'll be a raincoat thereafter. Ditch it, and ditch the AK in the gents' toilet on the platform. Wipe it, Billy. Wipe it hard. The serial number's gone. Just get rid of it. If you have to walk past the coppers, then walk like you belong. They won't have a description that matters. Walk straight past them.
flucht KL640 naar Dublin. Passagiers worden verzocht naar uitgang nummer 2 te gaan. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines flight KL640 to Dublin. Would all passengers traveling on this flight please go now to gate number 2.
Hello? BBC Belfast.
Listen carefully. An active service unit of the Provisional IRA carried out a court-martial execution order on Henry Danby, formerly responsible for the Long Kesh concentration camp. A further statement will follow later.
I suppose it becomes a matter of time and thorough police work.
Their claims in early, which usually means they think their team is safe from us.
He's going back to Belfast. We'll get him. It's a village there. It may not be fast, but at some stage we shall hear something.
I don't think the PM is interested in a question of time, or it may not be fast. The PM wants action, and my ministry, the Ministry of Defence, wants a response. I understand this, General. A friend, a colleague, has been shot down in the streets of London. That can't be tolerated. I want that city turned over.
That's not the way we do things these days. House searches and dawn lifts of suspects were the old way, and counterproductive.
The Prime Minister requires action. You heard it as clearly as I did.
There has been action, gentlemen. Plenty of it. A lavatory cleaner at a far-out tube station has found a raincoat and an AK-47. The station's on a direct route to Heathrow by bus. The coat's the right colour. At Heathrow, we did a description of the ticket and check-in girls. There was one that fitted and flew to Amsterdam. There was a Dublin connection out of Amsterdam 2 hours ago.
And the flying time?
1 hour and 35 minutes. We've asked Dublin to hold all passengers in baggage reclaim. They tell us that anyone with hand baggage only could have gone through before they had our request.
We've missed the bastard. We shall want your people to show us some action, General.
Hello, Billy. How's about you? Back in the old country, Billy. You're an important boy, Billy. Red carpet's out for you. You're in the Murph tonight, White Rock tomorrow, Andytown after that. They're treating you like a bloody jewel. You came through Amsterdam, right? I'm not having that in the car. I'm not having that with us when we reach a block.
Evening, Hart. Oh, don't stand up, for God's sake. All out?
Out and listening, Chief Constable, and not hearing anything that matters. There's nothing on the confidential phone. I had our hopes there. And if you'll excuse me, sir, the Army's wasting their bloody time. When we're back to house searches and random pickups, then that's a victory of a sort for the other side.
You're right. Intelligence scores, not foot soldiers on the pavements.
Anything, Mike?
Just a year's community relations, got a big slip.
They write everything down, these soldiers. Every damn thing. Have you seen this? West Belfast in full-scale riot. And the log reports the calling out of the bomb squad for a suspect package in the Dublin Road. An Amsterdam duty-free bag and a bottle of scotch. Let's hope they didn't blow it.
He's back. Back out there. Back in his bloody ghetto.
Welcome home, Billy. And it was well done. It was good. We've hurt them, and there's their pain for us all to see. And we're going to keep you safe, Billy, because every day they look for you and don't find you, we hurt them some more. On your way, Billy. It was well done.
The Prime Minister has instructed me to put a man in there with nothing to think about but Danby's assassin.
To put an agent into the Falls Road is to give him a death sentence. Does the Prime Minister understand that? The place is quite tribal. They know who belongs and who doesn't.
And the Ministry is to find the man and put him in on the ground.
It's dangerous. And it's an irrelevance.
No course of action that might bring the murderer of a member of this government to justice is an irrelevance. The PM is insisting...
And handled by my people?
Handled by London, since Belfast is so dismissive of the PM's wishes. I hope you have a good flight, General.
Am I late?
He's on final approach. I brought the file on him.
Oh, give me a digester. I can't read in this bloody light.
His name is Brown. Harry James. Rank captain. Age 34. Born Portadown, Northern Ireland.
We'll be landing in 5 minutes, sir.
Service UK, Catterick, Plymouth, Tidworth, MOD. Service overseas, Cyprus, Borneo, Aden, Oman, Berlin. Mentioned in dispatches, MC.
What's the military cross citation?
Oman. He lived for 3 months as a native in the Arab quarter there, supplying information about terrorist operations. As a result, important arrests were made. Constant risk of certain torture and death if discovered.
That's the lad we want.
And a nervous breakdown for his pains.
Well, that's history now.
place out in the country we're going to? About an hour's run.
Nobody's actually told me what all this is about yet.
Well, that'll keep better until the morning.
You've read the Official Secrets Act, Harry. What you see in here in this room is covered by that act. We've seen the file on the Oman experience, and we need a man now from outside the normal channels for work in a most sensitive area. Yesterday afternoon, the Prime Minister demanded the staging of this mission, and I should tell you, quite frankly, that it was against the advice of political colleagues and local experts. That advice has not been heeded. Prime Minister wants a man in the Falls of Belfast, in the heart of Provo land. It will be a highly secure operation mounted from London and not from Belfast. The agent will have the express and only task of listening for any word on the identity of the man who killed Henry Danby. Of course, the day-to-day intelligence special branch activities in this direction will continue in Belfast. But our agent will be quite divorced from that. Their infiltration capabilities drastically scaled down, and anyway, they plead that kind of work's too dangerous. I won't minimize the danger, Harry. The IRA shoot the intelligence men they lay their hands on. They torture them, they hood them, and they shoot them. But we've got to have the man who killed Danby.
Well, I'll try it.
There's a high risk, Harry. They got one of ours a few months ago. It wasn't very nice.
I said yes. I'll try it.
Straight up the stairs into the back bedroom. They don't need to see you, like last night. They don't need to know who you are.
Are they all right?
Wouldn't be here if they weren't, would you? Old man McGorgan's fine. His oldest boy's in the cash doing a tenner. 2 others are down south. Just a daughter at home.
5:30?
5:30, I'll pick you up.
Good evening. First, the killing of Henry Danby. Within the last hour, Scotland Yard's anti-terrorist squad have issued this photo-fit picture of the man they want to interview in connection with the murder. The man, now believed by detectives to be in Belfast, is described as being of medium height, slight build, curly brown hair, with a narrow face and what one witness described as pinched cheeks. Scotland Yard have issued the likeness after interviewing scores of people who saw the man .
Who's that?
It's me, Teresa. You're hurting me.
What do you want?
To see you.
For?
They showed your picture on the telly, on the news. It wasn't very like you, but it was you.
Jesus Christ, there's 6 men in this city know I'm here, and you, darling?
There's no tights in this family. You're safe with us. Not much, are they? A couple of bee stings. What are you doing?
Get out, you wee bitch! Go on!
Was it that bad in London? Was it?
you have to walk it straight enough. Prefer I'll heave. Right, the Europa's on your left. Take a left to the Grosvenor Road, right up the Falls Junction, and straight over into the Springfield. And up past the bloody barracks. That'll get you to Ballymurphy.
If you walk it straight enough, but a furrow heave. Right, the Europa's on your left. Take a left at the Grosvenor Road, right up the Falls Junction. Taking a Springfield past the bloody barracks. That'll get you to Ballymurphy.
Sounds like a recipe for getting lost. Getting where?
The tapes are fine.
I brought you a list of every important event affecting the Catholic population since 1969. They're walking encyclopedias over there of a shot we fired at them, I remember. Harry McAvoy, merchant seaman, coming home. He'd know the dates. He'd have kept in touch. Time's running, Harry.
I know.
Right, so try it with your back to the target. So. Quite nice, sir. Shouldn't need to worry over much. I'll do for today. Gentleman's waiting for you. I'll clean up.
Thank you.
Well, I've tried to equip you for this mission as far as my capabilities allow. See, what I can't accurately gauge, Harry, is how you'll soak up the punishment of just existing there. The isolation, the loneliness. See, there'll come a time, Harry, when you want to tell someone about yourself. You know, however obliquely, however much at a tangent. And you'll say now, oh, no, never. In a month or whatever's. But you'll have to watch that.
Thank you, Mr. Davidson.
There's one other thing, Harry. They're very good over there at locating intruders. You know, it's a small village. If you do notice a tale, hear questions being asked, don't hang about for heroics, Harry. Come straight out.
You're wondering how I do if they pick me up? Well, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how I'd be. That's the nightmare, isn't it?
Colonel Frost for you, sir. Bad news. London's mounting an undercover operation independent of us, putting their own men in, nothing to do with us.
Don't they know the hazards?
I don't know what they know. I'm afraid it's not our concern.
I've been here 2.5 years. You might think that in 2.5 years running intelligence in Northern Ireland, I've learned a little about agents, insiders. I've done the identifications, the funerals. I know about undercover. You might think that London wouldn't walk over 2.5 years' experience.
I've said I'm afraid it's not our concern.
It will become our concern, sir, when we have to scrape this poor devil's body out of the gutter.
Thank you, George.
Is it clear?
Clear, Billy boy. Safe to go home.
Right, I'll see you.
I'll see you the next time.
safe now. It's all right, love.
Where have you been?
Oh, I missed you. I wanted you.
I've always been worried before when you've been away. Damn stupid bastard.
What's this for?
It's for where you've been. It's for why you've been away. I know. Don't I?
I told you I was at my ma's. I'm home. Isn't that good enough for you?
Paper said it was in front of his wife and his wee ones. Said she'd try to cover him from the bullets. The paper said if it took them 5 years, they'd get him. They'd hunt him. Then lock him away for the rest of his match.
What's supposed to know? You didn't have to know.
Half the sodding army after you. What a future. If they shoot you then and write a bloody song about you, just write for Saturday nights when they're pissed, so keep the verses short and the words not too long. You want me to teach the kids the words? That's the future. We'll have to forget it all. Kids will be weak soon. There's a dance on at the club on Saturday night. Mama might come and babysit. Have a few drinks. Forget it ever happened. Will they want you again?
I say I'm clean. Without a record. What hurt those pigs in London?
Will they want you again?
You know they'll want me again. Since I was a wee kid.
Looking for lodgings, Falls Road. You know anywhere? Not too pricey, you know.
Well, Mrs. Duncan Del Rosa. She takes people in. She's not there. I'll drop you there.
What happened there?
You fake a pig-ass Mick.
That's it, Mr.
McAvoy.
That's the room, Mr. McAvoy. The bathroom's on the left. It's weekly in advance.
That's grand.
I'm in the middle of teas.
Be down quick enough.
One more for tea, Josephine. Will you help me with the washing up afterwards?
All right, Mrs. Duncan. I am in no hurry to be home tonight.
He was an expert.
In this case, did any local people see anything?
Hello? Hello?
I think your question is, did they identify the gunman to us? The answer is decisively no. No, they did not.
There's enough misery on the streets without bringing it in here.
Morning, Mr. Duncan. Grand day, so it is.
Breakfast is finished. You out today? I don't expect the men to be sitting about the house all day.
I'm away looking for work just now.
Plenty of young lads round here looking for work. What's your trade, Mr. McAvoy?
I'm merchant navy. You know, Indian Ocean, South Atlantic, really crummy places. Anything on the news?
Huh? Just the lifts. Just the searches. Looking for the fella that did Danby across the water, but they'll not find him.
Ah, no chance. Well, I'll walk around a bit. Really grand to be back, so it is.
There's not a yard of the falls, Harry, that doesn't have a drop of history. Where we shot one of theirs, where they chopped one of ours. Even the little innocent places have a scrap of history. Opposite the RBH, the hospital, there's a convent school. They shot their first magistrate there, dropping his girls for school. Even a convent, even schoolgirls don't escape history in the falls. One of those girls wrote a poem. I've never forgotten reading it.
Don't cry, Mummy said. They're not real, but Daddy was, and he's not here. Don't be bitter, Mummy said. They've hurt themselves much more, but they can walk and run. Daddy can't. Forgive them and forget, Mummy said. But can Daddy know I do? Smile for Daddy. Kiss him well, Mummy said. But can I ever?
He's been away too long, merchant navy, to know what it's like. Daft, I call it, coming back here when he'd any kind of a job. You'd know he'd been away all right. Hear it every time he opened his mouth. His accent changes every few minutes. Suppose that happens when you go away.
If we'd gone, missus, as we ought to have, we'd never have come back.
No.
When's dinner, Ma? When you get it from the chipper. Lay about.
How did it go?
What?
Mrs. Duncan said you were job hunting.
Oh, better luck next time. Any chance of a coffee?
She's up the shops. Come on in the kitchen.
Do you work here full time?
No, I work down the mill on the falls, early shift. Then I come over to help Mrs. Duncan. It's extra money.
Not much for people here just now. Except work. There's not much of that either, this side of town. Do you go out much?
Oh, not your problem. Try and find a fella worth going with.
See, I've been away a long time. I can see it's been bloody awful for people here. I wanted to get back. I don't really think you can be Irish and be away just now.
They sell them to help the men and their families. And then behind the wire. Bit delicate, isn't it? Made in the cash. You wouldn't think a cowardly murdering pig could sell that, would you? Oh, they think we're all pigs, the army. Fenian pigs, they call us.
Does this mean you have a man in the prisons?
Just try not to buy one. It's easier to pay up. When I said it'll be with a fellow who's more future than a tenner in the cash. I'm not one of those little bitches with hot necks that runs after the cowboys.
So what's on offer in the evenings?
We have the Keeleys. Not as good as in the Free State. There's dancing, bit of a band, singer in a bar. Our own hit parade. Men behind the wire. Bloody Sunday, Provy Birdie. The army come lumping in, the bastards, but they don't stay long.
Bloody army always come busting in.
Most times. They think they'll find the big boys. Usually they walk right past them.
I'd like to come along, so would...
Try Saturday. Our Down Community Club. It's across town. I'll take you.
Yeah, I'd like that.
It's Harry, isn't it?
Harry.
I know exactly how you feel. I'd have felt peeved myself, George, bloody peeved.
When I see intelligence is put on the need-to-know list as an afterthought, it's intolerable.
You say the PM demanded this fellow should be put in. We've heard nothing. Police never hear anything from London.
No less. To put a special operator in on the ground, quite separate, without informing us.
Ridiculous. You got any leave coming up, George?
Hopefully soon.
Nice-looking fella. A real gentleman.
Not from round here, is he?
No, I ported down. He's been away a good while. Lost a bit of old Ireland.
Ah.
And what's this fellow like?
As good as we could hope to find, in the time that we were given to find him.
It's London's show, pure and simple.
Which helps to keep the operation secure, but also diminishes the backup available to our man.
I'm sure the Prime Minister understands the risks involved.
I have to believe the risks were evaluated, Minister, before this thing was set in motion.
The PM says that if they can slaughter a cabinet minister, and we can't hunt down the louse responsible, then theirs is the victory and ours the defeat. To win that victory, to avoid that defeat, we must accept the possibility of casualties, Mr. Davidson. how long can he last there?
Might be a day, might be a month. Not longer than a month.
We want that killer behind bars, or dead. We want him.
The man we've sent, Minister, he knows that.
Hello, remember White Rock? Where you came for a night? You belted me.
Why?
There goes the Boston burglar.
Who's she?
It's my wife.
Good luck to you.
He is bound for Charlestown.
Somebody you know?
Wanted to know who you were.
What do you tell him?
Who you were, that's all.
What are you drinking?
Gin and orange. With ice.
Breaking laws of God and man. For if you do, you'll surely rue and find yourself like me. A servant of full 20 years in the penitentiary.
No ice. More quizzing?
They've cause to be careful. Why, you can't blame them. There's no love for strangers.
And I'm all right with you?
You're fine with me.
Not much chance of talking, sure there's not. Want to dance?
A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations.
Excuse me.
Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land.
Who's he?
And her hair
I don't know.
Why does he look at you?
Don't know.
As I was walking down Broad.
Who is that? Can't be anyone you know.
Can't we?
When who should I meet but this pretty fair maid came to sing aloud. She was both fair and handsome. Her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it
Cut the din, rapid! Better get to the wall. Hands up, face the wall. Come on, big up! Come on!
Name? Billy Downs. Address? 41 Ebers Avenue.
Been away, haven't you, Billy? We called the other morning, not at home.
Oh, I was visiting my ma. It's on your file. She's down south.
You must be fond of her, Billy. You were there for a few days.
She's got a heart condition. And that's on your files. It wasn't made any better when you lot weren't around and the Protestants came and burned her out. That's on your files, too.
Steady, Billy. What's the address?
40. Dublin Road. Cork. She'll tell you I was down there a month. You can check it.
We will, Billy. Get him into Saracen. Ruby.
Name? Harry McAvoy.
Address?
Del Rosa Guest House, Beachmount Road, Falls.
What you doing in there doing then?
I came over on a night out. Wee girl.
Next one, Cope.
Hurry up, lads.
Out of here now.
His ma's place, 40 Dublin Road, Cork. If they check it, it'll stand. Don't worry yourself, missus.
I've told you I was with my ma. You can check. You can get the Garda down in Cork to check it. A month I was down there. I'm on a night out with my woman. You've got no call dragging me in here.
Steady down, Billy boy. We'll get it checked.
I've never been in trouble, you know that. I'm not in the Provos. I never have been, never will be. You can check that too.
Watch it. Intelligence officer? Ah, yes. Billy Downs of Ypres Avenue is the laddie we were asking about. Clear. Yeah, I see. Well, no, it was just routine. Yeah, sorry to have put you and the people down south through all that trouble. Yeah. Good night. Downs is clear. Chuck him out. He was down in Cork with his mum when Danby got it.
I rang a man about you stayed with your mama in Cork.
Thanks, I mean it.
I'm glad you could come back.
I'm clean.
Oh. You're not a man with worries, Harry.
What do you mean?
Well, you can't do it if you weren't.
Which worried boyfriend told you that, then?
Idiot. One of the girls said it in the boat tonight. Oh, don't take your hand away.
What did she say?
She tried to do it with one of the big boys, all tied up and couldn't make it. She was ever so upset.
One of the big boils?
That's what she said. She was there tonight.
Which wee girl was that, then?
I'm not telling you the best lame Barry Murphy.
I think you're making it all up.
Teresa in red, bursting out of it. Oh, you can't miss her. Suppose you'll be up to Ballymurphy now, sniffing. Oh, go on.
Who was the big boy?
The big one?
Hmm.
The one they're looking for. The one that did the politician. Oh, don't stop. There's bugger all time till the old woman's alarm goes. Oh. Get the rest of your beauty sleep. You did well, sailor boy.
Should really take you home now.
Back to sleep. Walking me home's not part of the service.
Sir, you recognize an officer, an agent from Berlin. That adds up to a bit of a shambles.
The score of it, sir. What's to be done?
Well, if it goes to Frost at HQ, if it gets into the intelligence maze, then it's messy. I'm going to keep it family. Close rank, ship him out.
Best thing, sir. It'll be all over the barracks if Jones stays. He's outside.
Well, let's have him. Jones, I want to say from the start you did the right thing in reporting this incident. If, as seems likely, you identified a deep cover intelligence operative, then it's best we get you as far from here as quickly as possible. I want you to start your journey to Berlin, back to depot, this morning.
Thank you, sir.
On Jones, did you make a note? The name the agent gave you?
Yes, sir, and its address.
Can I have it, please? Forget it, Jones. Forget it ever happened.
Sir.
Four 70681.
Harry, how's the family?
Very well. They like the postcards. Good to hear from you, Harry. Didn't think I'd hear so soon.
They're going in 5 for recording.
Right.
Going now. Our friend is in Belfast, apparently under stress. After the shooting, he was with a girl called Teresa, no second name, from Ballymurphy. He tried to bed her, but she's telling her mates that he couldn't make it. She's late teens, and she was at a dance last night in a green-painted hut in our Arddoyne. She was wearing a red dress, blonde, shoulder-length hair. Now, the army heifered in while I was there. They picked up some yobbos who were with her. If they're holding them, they should be able to identify her. That's the plus side. On the anti-side, one of the squaddies recognized me. Must be from Berlin.
Did it jeopardize you?
Well, I don't think it would have been noticed.
Right, ignore it. Not important.
Yeah.
Now, look, when they locate the girl, tell them to go very lightly on it. There's only one source, and I don't want it obvious.
Terrific, Harry. Listen, come on now. Don't you think that...
When he's in the cage. I heard on the radio.
Right. Right, so be it. Goodbye, Harry. Thanks.
This has just come in from London, Colonel Frost. I thought you should see it.
Too important for me to finish my breakfast? London's man.
I beg your pardon, sir?
It seems that intelligence Northern Ireland is being run from London, Captain Fairclough. It'd be a disgrace if it's through London we get our man.
Well, does it matter, sir, as long as we do get him?
The kids they took in from the dance at the club will know the identity and home of this treasure. Rennie of Special Branch, Chief Inspector Rennie. He'll get it out of them. Get blood out of granite, that one.
Well, how do I know that's your name?
Anyone will tell you. Anyone at the door.
Oh, who tell me?
Any of the boys I was with.
They're all the same scum as you.
Any of the girls, then.
Which girls?
Roisin Flanagan from White Rock. Teresa McCorrigan from Ballymurphy.
McCorrigan? Whereabouts in Ballymurphy?
The new flats, behind the supermarket. Any of them will tell you my name.
Get out. Get yourself home.
McCorrigan? Okay. Come on.
Here we go again. Your home is a safe house.
No.
A safe house. A hide-up address.
No.
We know it is. It's where the boyos lay up.
Why ask me then if you know?
We know they stay there, you wily bitch. We know. How often?
Not often.
Well, how many times in the last month? 10 times? 10 times!
Nothing like that.
5 times.
Not as often.
How about just once, Teresa? That's the one we're interested in. The man who called once. We know one man came.
I can't tell you.
There was one man, about 3 weeks ago. Perhaps for one night, one man. Look, girl, one man, and we know he was there. One man, you stupid little cow, one man. One man slept in your house, yes or no? Look at me, girl! Yes or no?
Yes.
So we can hear it, yes or no?
Yes.
What was his name? What was the name of this one man?
What are you trying to do to me? You know I'll get done in. I can't. It doesn't matter. I don't know his name.
We want his name.
He just came and went in the night.
Oh, better than that, Teresa.
told anything. We didn't speak to him. We don't need to know his name. That's the truth.
Do you think your father might know his name, Teresa? Should we bring him in? We know what happened, you and the man in your bedroom. We'd have to tell your father that. He's an old man, isn't he, your father? And your brother in long cash. Go well for him if you helped us.
I don't know his name. Dad doesn't know it. That's the safe way. It's the way they work.
You know where he won?
I know.
What he did.
I know what he did.
How do you know what he did, Teresa?
He'd a hand like an old man's. It was all tied up like a claw. I can't say how it was. It was awful.
What's his name? I want his name.
You'll get me killed for what I said. What do they do with tights? So help me, Mother did. We never knew his name.
You've another hour to think on it. Then I'm back to that name.
Think hard on it, Teresa. She's telling the truth.
What truth?
It's true when she says she doesn't know his name. I reckon that anyway.
Well, perhaps. But you don't forget the fear.
Fear of us?
No, fear of our own crowd. Fear of what they do to touts. That could be stronger than your truth. Well, that's a tar and feather job. Left tied to a lamppost. That's an execution. Hooded, bound, tortured first, one shot, and dumped. And that's a kneecapping. Short range and into the back of the knee joint. That's what they do to their own people. It takes people from across the water a bit of time to get used to our little war here. Frost here. Have you got the name? I don't believe it. Did you get the name first? I don't believe it. What did you do to the girl?
Girl that we in Special Branch were interrogating has hanged herself.
Good God.
London's man, we've done him well today. We put a noose around his neck, a hood over his head. Get on to public relations, off the record. The girl's a known associate of the Danby assassin.
Would remain in Brussels until the treaty has been signed. Now at Northern Ireland. In Belfast, a girl has died after being taken to a police station in the Falls Road district of the city. She was found late last night hanging in her cell and was dead by the time she reached hospital. Police named her as Teresa McCorrigan, aged 19, from the Ballymurphy estate. The IOC have announced that a full investigation is now underway. The Northern Ireland Civil Rights Association has called for a full and independent inquiry into Miss McCorrigan's death. Army sources have indicated that Miss McCorrigan was taken to the police station after being identified as a known associate of the provisional IRA terrorist sought for questioning in connection with the murder a month ago of Henry Danby. In London, the Prime Minister will today...
Just been on the radio about you.
What about me?
A girl that hanged herself in a police cell. She was linked with the London killing.
What was her name?
Teresa. Didn't get her other name. A known associate.
I don't know her.
Oh, rest her. She was only a child.
Don't know her.
Go on the radio, they're saying you did, loud and clear. Any ape can hear it.
It's not true. Catch yourself on.
When you're shouting, you're always lying. Who was she? Look, I'm not daft, but I never asked you where you were in town before you came home. Who was she?
From Ballymurphy?
Ballymurphy?
I was in Ballymurphy one night. There was a wee girl there. Brought me some food up in my room. Jeez, I was away before it was light.
Brought me some food.
Don't question me.
Brought me some food. Who was she, wee bitch?
She was a child a minute ago. Now she's a wee bitch.
How did she know who you were?
Jeez, if I'd wanted her, I couldn't have done anything about her. I was sort of cold, froze up, shivering. I couldn't do it. She asked me if it was me in London. I hit her. She was there at the dance on Saturday night. She must have said something. Some bastard squealed. Right there at one of our dances. A tout. And when I took her in, she said nothing. She hanged herself rather than tell.
You gonna go on with it?
You know I'm gonna go on with it.
You've done your share.
Your share's never done. Never finished.
What's your problem? Looking for a wee job, you know. Oh, what's your name? McAvoy, Harry McAvoy. What can you do? Oh, anything? I've enough on my plate here without being a man short. And there'll be plenty more this evening. People are powerful angry about the wee girl. Cause to be. She must have been awful scared to do that to herself. That's the bastard special branch for you.
But there'll be no politics in this yard. Just work.
Ah, suits me.
Right. You're starting at the right time. Right time for tea break. Oh. Listen down here then.
So he's working in a scrapyard. Where, we don't know. It's horrible about this girl.
The girl who hung herself. It must have been a tout to put them onto her.
Why did they interest themselves with her?
I saw Billy Downs this morning. You know he was...
I know.
He stayed a night at the girl's house.
I know.
They sent 2 saracens for her. And that's not routine. That adds up to a tout.
I don't like touts, Frankie. Who interrogated her?
There was a kiddie doing number plates outside the barracks. One of Rennie's number plates was there at the time the girl was questioned. She didn't squeal. She strung herself up first.
Howard Rennie, special branch, attached to HQ. Right pig. I'd like him taken out, Frankie.
There's another thing. There was a boy in a restaurant heard something. You'd have been told before if I could have found you.
I'll look into that myself.
I couldn't come before. I've been on dinners.
Not your worry. What did you hear exactly? The words.
I wrote it down. To put a special operator in on the ground, quite separate, without informing us. That's what I heard.
And who said it?
The table was booked in the name of a Brit called Frost. The other man was local. There was an RUC car outside. The Brit said it.
To put a special operator in on the ground.
Quite separate, without informing us.
On your way, lad. If Frost doesn't know, if the head of intelligence is outside the running of an agent, then it's a big fella we have with us.
And a big fella makes a big crack when we belt him.
Run Frankie round the kids. A stranger will stand out. Stand out like a bloody statue.
I missed you this week.
Mrs. Duncan didn't need me.
Had a week's wages in my pocket. You fancy a Saturday in the country? A week drive somewhere?
You haven't a car?
I thought I might hire one. Get us out of the city.
Cora Falls in Springfield at 11.
Sticking out.
You'd be living in amongst us, would I? Have to be. You're not talking about a toad.
An agent. An outsider.
It's not in Ballymurphy, I'll guarantee you that.
He's not in our doing, Frankie. If he's in our doing, I'd know it. You'll have to look elsewhere, not in my patch.
Not here. Frankie, try Bed-Sitterland. Try down the falls.
Ballymurphy, White Rock, Nordoyne, New Lodge, Anderson's Town. That's enough for one night. I'll get in the falls tomorrow.
Could take Ent Beach on your way back. Try the boys down there. There's lodging houses there.
He's not here.
Seamus!
He's not here. Out.
You tell him I was here. Tell him I'll be back in the morning. Careful, missus!
Will you take us out tomorrow, Billy? Me and the kids? Some sort of day out for Saturday. God knows the kids and I could do with something stuck here. Out of town on the bus somewhere. Just for a few hours. Will you, Billy? Who didn't say you were expecting anybody.
You'd be better in the kitchen or in your bed.
You didn't say anybody was coming.
In the kitchen or in your bed.
Evening, Billy. You heard I was coming? Evening, missus. Should be waking the kids.
Right.
Howard Rennie, Special Branch, Chief Inspector. That's about 4 years old, but he'll not have changed. That's your man, Billy. Just memorize it. Detached house, Dunmurray. Not easy, Billy. Up a cul-de-sac. You keep them up.
When?
Usually calls in at headquarters on Sunday afternoons, then he's home for his tea. You'd be waiting for him when he comes home, Billy.
Comes home alone, does he?
Sometimes he's alone. Sometimes he's a lift. Billy, Howard Rennie was the man who interrogated the girl who hanged herself. You know why she hanged herself. Brigade wants this one. Wants it fast. It's special to them. That's why it's been given to you. I'll pick you up on Sunday. Good night, Billy.
It's all right, love. It'll be all right.
Keep seeing you shot. Soldier shit. You're on your face in the gutter. Turn you over with their butts. You won't be taking us out tomorrow, me and the kids.
Fantastic, so it is. Looks so peaceful from here. Could have so much going for it. What's the matter?
10 years at sea. It's a bloody great lie you're living. The radio told everyone about Teresa's death. Do you think we're all stupid here? Do you think I'm stupid? A little bit of pillow chat and half the British Army around the wee girl's home. Are you going to tell me why they wanted to talk to her, Harry? I don't reckon your chances, Harry. Not when the provost come looking for you. Oh, there's some who may talk their way out, but not you. You've no chance. No chance unless you run. Who are you, Harry? When you tied it on Teresa, it was after I mentioned the man in London. Is that why you're here?
What are you going to do if you find him?
He's not for capturing. He's dead if I get close to him.
Because a man kills a politico, you come here.
That's what I came for, yes.
2,000 have died here since it began, and you're here because of one of them.
One of them.
Oh, yeah, and why was he so special?
Look, they killed the cabinet minister as a test of strength. They challenged us. Look, either we pick up the challenger, or they've won. That's the game.
You know what Teresa told me about him?
How could I know?
He was at the dance, under your bloody nose. The wife is miserable as sin in a yellow trouser suit. That's why Teresa talked about him. The only one who wasn't a kid, they left it.
Is that the truth? The woman in the yellow trousers suit.
Right, there's only one I've seen anyway. He calls himself McAvoy. Says he was a merchant seaman. He's been here for a couple of weeks. He's got himself a job in a scrapyard down the road. He's staying at Del Rosa. He's taken a fancy to that wee girl, Josephine Lavery there, you know, the one that does the teas. Now, the funny thing about him is, when he first came, right, his accent was all over the bit, up and down. Now he's talking like a native. Well, now, he's the only stranger in Beachmount.
Get out, Harry. Before they put whatever medal you're after in the box with you. Get out. While you can.
I know it's a weekend. It's a weekend in Belfast, too, not just in Whitehall, not just in London. I repeat, I have to speak to the controller of the agent. It's a matter of some critical importance. Yes, I'll tell you how important. It's in the papers that half Provoland's looking for him. Don't you tell me to calm down. What's the name? Davidson. And the number? Thank you. Get me that number, please. If it's engaged, then keep trying it.
Yes, sir.
They're going now. Now, the man who shot Henry Danby was in the Ardoyne Social Club a week ago last night. He was taken in by the army. His wife was with him. She was wearing a yellow trouser suit. And he was the only one taken in by the army who was not a kid.
Yeah, the photo fit was very nearly right. Bloody kicking myself.
You got all of this?
Marvellous. Incredible, Harry. It's all on tape.
But we've got a bit of a problem.
There's a girl who identified me, Josephine Laverty from Clonard. That's all I got for Trace. Now, she's the source. She knows what I'm here for, so get her out.
Right, no problem. Listen, Harry, I've got to know where you are. Yeah, it's very unprofessional not being able to reach you.
The whole thing's been unprofessional. I'll hear it on the radio. When you've nailed him, I'll get up then.
Harry? Harry, can you hear me?
When will you be back?
I don't know. Late.
Late tonight?
Oh, late tonight. Don't sit up.
Billy Downs, 41 You Please Avenue. Out. Have you got the time? Have the time. I'd be better off doing bloody foot patrol than this.
Is Downs special?
Nah, not special. Yeah, here's a bit more for you, Booth. The bear, from 23, who's doing her dusting. Oh, that'll please intelligence. God knows what's the point of us lugging the likes of this. The point is, we're out of the Sarge's sight. Out of bleeding rain. And out of harm's way. Oh, she's a fair-looking bird, that. Come here. Oh, fire. Hello, Billy.
Look, don't think I get any pleasure out of this, Colonel Frost. It's as unsatisfactory for me as it is for you. No, I'm not going to apologize. I've given you good information. Damn good material.
You won't find me grudging the quality of that information, and you won't find me sniping at the caliber of the man who provided you with it. I doubt he deserves either of us. Now, what's the priority?
You've got 3 priorities today, Colonel. Identify a man who was at that dance accompanied by a woman in a yellow trouser suit and pick him up, right? Put in protective custody a girl called Josephine Laverty from Clonard, right? Locate Harry McAvoy. Well, turn over every scrapyard tomorrow morning. Well, I know it's Sunday. Look, just do what you can, will you, Colonel Frost? I'll have a photograph of Harry with you by this afternoon. Yes, I'm sorry. I know you'll do what you can. Yeah, it's just a bastard, isn't it?
He was out this morning. A couple of hours. He's back there now.
Well, check this Josephine Lafferty.
That's Clonard, her uncle's place, Joe O'Reilly. He's in hospital corpsing. She's back there with her mother.
She'll know who Harry bloody McAvoy is. Whether he's clean, whether he's mucky. She's been in his bed. She'll know.
Colonel Frost's on his way in, sir.
Frost? On a Sunday? Hello, sir. Routine or something special?
Special. You turned over Ardoin at the social club last Saturday night. You pulled in a male adult who was there with a woman in a yellow trouser suit. I'd like the name and address of that man. There was only one man, the rest were kids. Now, this is priority.
Well, that's simple enough. Freddie, that was Alpha Company, 2 platoon. Call up the platoon officer, get that night's log up here.
Sir? You don't have any of Clonard?
Clonard's with the neighbours. Fusiliers have it.
I'd be grateful. Could you ask them for a trace on a Josephine Laverty who lives at Clonard?
Will do. It'll take a bit of time. You'll have a drink while you're waiting. You're going to wait.
Thank you. Confidential, this. You didn't have a report of a man who's different, out of the ordinary at the club that night?
Out of the ordinary? In what way?
Could have been one of ours.
No. None of them were different.
I'll pour my own, thank you very much. Please handle the Laverty matter now.
So.
Howard Rennie, Chief Inspector, Special Branch. It'll hurt them, Billy boy. Not like London, but it'll hurt them here. Hurt them so they scream. Howard Rennie, interrogator. He's a hard bastard, Billy. But then, so's you.
Billy won't mess you.
Take him, Billy boy. Take him good and hard.
Just keeping you posted, Colonel. Still waiting for Alpha Company's log. Fusiliers in Clonard don't have a Josephine Laverty listed.
Of course, if Levity isn't the householder's name, then... can I help you?
Mrs. Lafferty? Friends of Josephine. Is she in?
Brushing her hair upstairs. I'll call her.
Get yourself into the kitchen, Mom. Make yourself a nice long cup of tea. There'll be a surprise for the girl. Seeing us all.
Who's there? Ma?
Josephine, a few questions for you. This fella, a McAvoy, that you've been going out with, who is he? Who is he? Now, where'd he come from? I want you to tell me. And what is from you, I've not much time. Who is he? You have none of the loyalty to him that you should be given to us. Who is it?
He's British. He's British, isn't he? He's sent to live amongst us. He's looking for the man who killed Dan, but that's his job to find that man.
A British agent?
You knew. You knew you wouldn't have come if you hadn't known.
Holy Jesus.
He was the one who shot Teresa, the girl who hung herself. Harry took the army about her.
Is he close to his mom?
I don't know.
Is he armed?
I never saw a gun. I told you all I know. Oh, that's God's true.
Problem. You haven't told us how the Brit came to know about Teresa, eh? You bastard whore. You tied on her, didn't you? And now you love her boy. Tied on him too, eh? Well, put it about. The military, I'll know as well. You'll find somewhere to run. There'll be sawed old people help you get there.
I don't know how long I'll be used to here.
Billy Downs, 41 Ypres Avenue. Thank you.
We've an observation post on Ypres Avenue. They list all movements. I have a platoon on immediate. Is he important? It's not one of our familiar names.
You could say we'd like to have Mr. Downs.
Negative on Downs. He's been out more than 2 hours. No one else is left or entered. Over.
This signal Alpha category. Immediate report needed. Repeat, immediate report needed. If down sighted entering Ypres Avenue. Over.
Understood, sir. Immediate reporting when Downs returns. Over and out. They want Downs, so keep your eyes open.
Now, you're not going out with your bikes, not at this time of night. Mary, did you put the light on the garage for Daddy?
I'll do it when I finish this.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rennie, is it?
Yes, that's right.
Put your hands behind your head. Don't shout. I know the kids are in the house. Right, go in there now. Just remember this. Try and clever and I'll kill you. You and the children. Now, I'll warn you once more, so there's no misunderstandings. Any moves and you're dead. All of you. I'll be watching you all the time. So be very careful, missus. Now we're gonna wait.
Got it! We've got a name. Then it's all down to Harry. Terrific.
Billy Downs. That's the news for the moment. Our next bulletin, 7 o'clock.
Now the weather forecast. The cold, unsettled weather will continue with frost overnight on high ground and showers in all areas. Next news and weather is at 10.
Chief Constable, it's Inspector Rennie here. I thought you'd like to know, sir, we've got the name. Billy Downs. How doing? Well, I'm going home now, and they'll buzz me as soon as he's netted. Good night, sir.
If you go through with this, I'll get you. They always get them now. You'll spend the rest of your life in the cache. Waste the rest of your life. If you go now, you'll be clean away. You'll be out of here and gone before my husband's back.
Save it, Mrs. Rennie.
One more cruel killing. Senseless killing. Won't do any good.
Save it.
Gosh. No late.
The people are sick and tired of you. Even in your own rat holes, they've had enough of you.
Well, what would you know about it?
They don't want you anymore living off their backs. Without your guns, you're nothing.
Shut up.
Without your guns, scum. Dirt. That's all you're fit for. Sitting in other people's homes with a gun and terrorizing women and wains.
Shut your face.
You're a rat. A creeping, disease-ridden little rat. Is that what your great movement's about? Killing people in their homes?
I'll not tell you again, missus.
Mary!
wouldn't credit what he said. Said he was here for the Danby man.
It fits with a restaurant. To put a special operator in on the ground, quite separate, without informing us. Frost of Intelligence said that. A London job. And that's why they made such a cock of it. What's his name?
Harry McAvoy. Might not be his real name.
Perhaps not. Does he work?
Scrapyard down Milltown. He goes down there about 8.
Take him when he's walking. Get him into the car. I don't want him killed. I just want him taken. Get him up to White Rock. I want him chatted with first.
Who'll lift him?
Tomorrow morning, you. She said he was here for the Danby man.
She said that.
And Billy Downs. Get him here for me. He's been out tonight, not called in yet. He'll be going up the Ballymurphy after. Get him here.
Was it Billy Downs in London?
Okay, shut the bloody door. Jesus Christ.
Slightly wounded a soldier on foot patrol. A hospital spokesman at Outnagelvin has described his condition as comfortable. The Secretary of State this afternoon opened an industrial training center.
Why haven't they got him? Every bloody thing they need. They still haven't got him.
I was on an interrogation once, Hoodin. Kid from the Turf Lodge, informer. They put fags out in his body. Should have heard him scream. Jesus, what screaming. When they put the hood in his head, he pissed himself. Was running down his leg when I shot him. You reckon this bastard McAvoy's going to be a tough one, Frankie? You reckon he'll scream?
I said shut up, Seamus.
All right for the morning, Frankie?
All right.
On your way.
Pick you up here in the morning, Billy.
Have they fixed you up?
I was in and out, so the doc says it's clean.
On the radio, it said his brat got in the way so's you didn't fire.
She was in front of his body and his head. I couldn't see him, so I didn't fire.
If you'd fired child and all, then you'd have got him. Well, there's no criticism of you, Billy. I know of no cause for criticism. But other people, people who don't know all the facts, might say that Billy Downs went soft.
Oh, we're fighting wee kids. Is that what you're saying? I should have shot straight through?
No need to be ratty, Billy. And a chance for you to show those people who don't understand about tonight, about a kiddie getting in the way, a chance to show them Billy's not soft.
What chance?
The Brits have put a man in to find you. You, Billy. Find you and kill you. Now, we'll lift him this morning. And after we've talked with him, we'll hood him. You'll shoot him, like you shot Danby. Like you should have shot Rennie.
I've got a bullet hole.
One more. After we'll slip you out to Donegal. Get the woman and kids down to you. First.
Anything to report on Downs? Over.
Negative on Downs. No sign of him. Not through the front door, anyway. Message timed at 0545 hours. Over and out.
Ready, Barney? As we'll ever be. We can't even confirm he's at home. There's a back door. HQ says we go. Well, if he's hiding under the bed, 2 platoons ought to find him. It's Danby. That's what they want him for. That's why it's 2 platoons. Mount up!
Alley sealed? Sealed, sir. Search party? Ready, sir. Mrs. Downs?
Not here, sir.
Bathroom's clear, sir.
Bathroom's clear, sir.
Oh, get into the roof. Check that.
He's not here. You can see that. Now get your bastard soldiers out of here.
We'll satisfy ourselves he's not here with the minimum of disruption to you, madam.
Oh, bloody brave, aren't you?
Backyard's clear, sir. And kitchen.
You through now? All these men, and one wee house and one wee girl alone with their kids. And it takes all of you with your bloody guns and Saracens.
Room's clear, sir.
You know why we want him. You know what he did. We'll go on till we get him. If we have to rip this house to pieces each week, we'll go on till we get him. Try asking him what he does with himself. What he did last month in London. Try asking the little shit.
Time's it? Time to go.
Oh, God, it hurts.
You'll be able to rest after, boy. Boy. They did your place an hour ago, Billy. They came looking for you. They wrecked your place, Billy. The fellow we're going to see this morning, he'd have fingered you. Just the missus and the kids there. And I half tore the place apart. It's down to the fellow we're going to meet.
What'll I have?
Armonite, Billy. Same as always.
Breakfast is ready, Mr. McAvoy.
2 minutes, Mrs. Duncan.
Townsend.
Opposite.
Have you been awake all night? Well, you should have woken me.
Yeah, couldn't have slept.
What's happened?
Nothing.
Well, what did Belfast say?
I haven't heard from Belfast. Frost isn't called.
And that means?
It means they don't have downs. You've got to say to call me, haven't you? Hmm?
Well, shouldn't you ring Colonel Frost?
Well, then I'd be just a fussy old man getting in everyone's hair. No, they know what they've got to do. They'll do their best to achieve it. And me on the telephone's not going to help anyone, is it? What kept you? He's in Belrose. He'll be out in 5 minutes. All right, I'll manage myself.
You run this place?
You could say that.
Do you have a Harry McAvoy working for you?
Aye.
That him?
Could be.
Well, when will he be here? Look, he's not in trouble. That's the truth. But we need him badly.
Well, you'll have to wait, won't you?
It's late. Well, it can't be much longer.
How long do we leave it after he goes down the street?
Not long. Another yard or so.
God, the bloody car starts. Have you done this kind of thing before?
Aye.
Does it work like the planet?
Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't.
Well, the thing that worries me is...
He's coming. Get back from that window.
Jesus Christ, it's McAvoy!
Come out! With your hands above your heads. Any attempt to run, I'll shoot. Come out with your hands above your heads. Anything else, I'll shoot.
Make a run for it. He'll not hit you with a handgun. Go on, run and wave.
I'll do a first step here, come on.
I'm army, but it won't help if you miss me. Don't worry, Frankie, I'd see you right. Come on, quick. Right over.
I can't.
Right over! Overtake.
We'll be killed.
Overtake! I'll go around it.
Oh, Christ, boy!
Don't worry, Frankie. You're at the hospital. You'll be in there in a minute. I'm going now. You'll all be okay. You're safe.
You'll have to tell me.
Straight over.
Yes, thank you. Landlady says his name is McAvoy, right? Get Davidson on the line. You have one casualty on the scene, proper volunteer, and it's believed that another casualty has been driven away, right? And McAvoy into thin air. No, there's nothing of a mystery. I think we need some coffee, hot and strong.
Sir. Davidson for you, sir.
Mr. Davidson, this is Colonel Frost. Your man is making things a little lively here.
Back to the roundabout. That's 2 miles
Do as I
back.
tell you!
This'll take us up past Ardoyne.
Ardoyne? Faster the bloody thing will go.
Now, I appreciate your calling, Colonel. Goodbye. They've got to Harry. Tried to take him this morning. He shot one of them. Confirmed dead, probably another. He's out in that bloody place, running loose with a gun. Christ knows what he thinks he's at.
The bird from 41's just come out of a house. Oh, must be rough. How did their place come proper, didn't they? Didn't get the old man, though.
There he is. Pull over here.
That's him. That's Downs. Saw him running. Yeah, that was Squinch yourself.
Yeah, it's him. Is he short on sight?
They didn't say. Get HQ on the radio, will you? He still looks like he's on a bloody marathon. Knackered he is.
for you this morning. They know it all. It was that copper that shot you last night. Where are you going now?
Home. It's finished. I'm going home.
But they came for you this morning. They'll take you as soon as you walk through the front door.
Oh, they'll put a man in just to get me. He fingered me. He shot the two boys when we went to get him this morning. It's no good running now.
Look, Billy, you're saying this because you're hurt. The boys will get you out of here.
I'm finishing it just like you said you would.
Don't move. Don't try to run. Go for your firearm. If you do, I'll shoot.
Tell him he's got a revolver on down, will you? I want to know what he looks like. Like any other bloody provo, the scruffy bastard.
You're the Englishman that's sent in to get me, eh?
Walk towards me.
You won't get out of here. Not with me on the end of your gun.
Walk towards me.
Scream.
He would have known we had to get him. It's a test of wills, no way we could lose. Now, he would have known. No way we could afford to lose.
Stop walking away. I can get the bastard, can't I, Dave? Take him out, Smithy. Murdering sod. Did you get him? A real bloody peach.
What was Billy to you? Didn't know anything about him. What sort of man he was? You came to our street to kill him.
He had to die. And you understand that?
Don't cry, Mummy said. They're not real. Daddy was, and he's not here. Don't be bitter, Mummy said. They've hurt themselves much more. They can walk and run. Daddy can't.